All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
What's going on, ASAP fam and Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome to another episode of Red Kingdom. It is our special pregame show. We didn't have a show on Saturday, so decided to do a little special pregame for y'all today. I'm your host, Greg, joined as always by my co-host, Cam. Cam, how we feeling today?
Oh, man, it's the pregame. It's something different, man. I'm ready. We playing the Raiders. It's something different. Let's go. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man.
And we have our good friend, our old buddy, Darian, a.k.a. Spotlight, joining us today. How you feeling, my man?
Man, I'm feeling good. It's rivalry week. You know how it go, man. It's rivalry week. You know, the rivalry week for college football. Now we got rivalry week for the NFL, especially with us, probably one of the longest rivalries in the NFL. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see the game. I really am.
Yes, same here. It is the Chiefs and Raiders. It gets heated at times.
Boy.
as we saw last season with Max Crosby and Patrick Mahomes, it gets like that.
You know, get a little chippy, you know.
Yeah, it gets a little chippy.
Yeah, it definitely gets a little chippy. Absolutely. Yeah, it does.
So, two things. Patrick Mahomes has never lost to the Raiders in Vegas. He has that going for him. And Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have not lost against the Raiders since the infamous victory tour lap around Arrowhead Stadium by the Raiders in 2020.
Blame John Gruden for that.
Yeah, that was John Gruden.
Yeah, we appreciate that for us. He gave us a lot of fuel for that. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
sure did.
Yes, he did. But I remember when that came out, I said Patrick Mahomes is never going to lose to this team again after that, and he has not so far. He has not so far since then. So Darian, I'll start with you.
Okay.
So the Raiders is kind of a tale of two seasons. Josh McDaniels no longer there. He got fired. Jimmy G got injured. And then the Raiders like, okay, well, you just go ahead and sit down and we're good with Aiden O'Connell. Antonio Pierce is now the head coach there for the Raiders. The team looks good. I will say the past 3 weeks they have looked better. So kind of tell us as a fan, kind of how the season has been for you and how Pierce is kind of changing the culture there.
I think Antonio Pierce is changing the culture because you found somebody that's for the players. That's what we needed. Josh McDaniels, it was so much turmoil with him as far as his play calling, his leadership, a man amongst men, and trying to lead a football team into a right direction. And Josh McDaniels was never the job for that. He was never the guy for the job, as I can say. A man amongst men. You know, at the end of the day. So when it comes to, you know, Antonio Pierce, he comes from being a Super Bowl champion. He did coach high school in LA. He grew up being a Raiders fan. So with his love for the Raiders and him winning a championship with the New York Giants, he knows he has a championship pedigree. I mean, he went up in the ranks, high school, and then now he went to college, and now he was a linebacker coach for us, but now he's the head coach. He just gives a different perspective. You can see it in the body language of players where you see on the football field. You can see the defense has greatly gotten better. If you look at even though the defense wasn't bad all year, even though Josh McDaniels was there, they gotten better in the last 3 weeks. We only held the number one offense in football to 20 points, but the only 2 touchdowns, so technically 14 points overall. So you can't really be mad at the Raiders defense because in the past years, the Las Vegas Raiders defense was terrible. And then we have about 14 turnovers this year. We're top 15 in the league in defense. Offense just got to click a little bit more. I know we lost our offense. We lost Josh McDaniels was the play caller, so Bo Hargree is still learning some things. And I kind of knew this with Jimmy G with the injury. I kind of knew this was coming. We said it in the preview, the season preview, that if he gets hurt, Aiden O'Connell's going to have to step up. We already talked about this, bro. So I already knew Aiden O'Connell's going to come in and get some time. I just think right now he's a rookie. He's going to make those mistakes. And some of the Raider Nation is like really harsh on him right now. But you know how Raiders fans are. They want a quarterback that's going to give you, consistency. But you have to understand this is a year, a rookie quarterback that we just got rid of a quarterback we had for 9 years that we was used to. So you got to give him some time with Aiden O'Connell. I don't know if we're going to look for a quarterback next season, but I think this is going to be a different type of game between the Chiefs and the Raiders. I really think it is. I think this is going to be a battle because unfortunately, I mean, y'all could have beat the Eagles on Monday. Y'all could have beat the Eagles Monday night with a few mistakes, and I think it was our offense for the Raiders. We could have beat the Dolphins as many times we had the football because our defense gave us the football. So I think we both in the same place offensively. Defensively, we already know our defenses can be really good against each other's offenses. We already know that y'all have Chris Jones. We have Max Crosby, but Robert Spillane at linebacker. Y'all got what's his name? Gay, he's a linebacker.
Yeah,
Willie Gay. Yeah.
Willie Gay, yeah. So y'all, we had like the same amount as far as like defense goes. We had like that strategy to stop high power offenses. It's just can our offense get going on both sides? So I think it's gonna really be interesting to watch today.
Indeed. So Darian, on the outside looking in, with this Chiefs offense, a question me and Cam have on here weekly, it feels like, is the problem Matt Nagy, or is it just the Chiefs wideouts that just can't catch nothing, and that's what the issue is? What do you see when you watch the Chiefs this season?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It really starts in the off season. I really think y'all didn't go out and address the wide receiver position in the off season. In my opinion, when you lost Juju Smith-Schuster after the Super Bowl, I think that was a big loss. But he wasn't really doing much either. But he did show up in the Super Bowl. But I thought that was kind of a loss for y'all. So I think in the offseason, y'all address your offensive line like y'all usually do. You always address that at the most. But as far as wide receivers go, I think that's something that y'all really lack as far as playmaking ability. Now, Valdes-Scantling was more of a number 2, number 3 in Green Bay. Now coming in and making him a number 2 or probably a number 1, to me, it's just too much pressure for Valdes-Scantling. I think it comes both ways. I think it goes with Matt Nagy, and it goes with player execution. Now, you see the drop ball that could have put you on the lead in Monday Night Football. But this started all the way back in week 1 when y'all lost to the Detroit Lions when Kadarius Toney, a guy that y'all traded for, dropped multiple passes. So that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like when I got Kadarius Toney, but we all know that he's like a gadget type of receiver. He's not like a guy that you could put at number 1. Valdes-Scantling is like a number 2 or number 3. So y'all really don't have no predominant outside presence at the wide receiver position that, we have to double team him. We have to double team him. The only person that I can really say, but he's a tight end. That's Travis Kelce, but he's not on a depth chart. He's not a wide receiver. So you get what I'm saying. So it's really tough to see about your wide receiver core. I just think it needs to be addressed. Matt Nagy is not Eric Bieniemy. I think y'all missing Eric Bieniemy a lot, in my opinion. Yeah, I think y'all missing Eric Bieniemy. Why do you think Matt Nagy is no longer Chicago Bears play caller or no longer the coach there? You see the same. You see the offense. I understand you have Patrick Mahomes. He has to get it done. But at the end of the day, Eric Bieniemy is missing. He's missing from this offense. So I think it's a little bit of both between wide receiver and offensive coordinator. It's 50-50 on both.
That's kind of what we've been saying.
Greg. And this is coming from a Raiders fan. The Chiefs front office needed you to hear that. The Chiefs front office needed that.
Yeah.
Wow. I appreciate it. We've been saying this for weeks, and they don't listen. But hey, I appreciate
Even though I'm a Raiders fan, I know football, man. So it's just like,
I don't think they do though. I don't think because they're not seeing it.
My guy, like I get it. So like it's been many years. Like I said it for when Derek Carr was here for 9 years. What was Derek Carr missing? A number one receiver.
Yep, that's right. Yeah,
and that's what the Chiefs are missing right now. I understand Sky Moore, he's cool, but they all gadget players. So you need to go out and get a number one that can spread the offense, that you could take others away from. Like, say if you went out and got like, all right, so hypothetically, I'm just saying, if y'all went out and got like for like an Adam Thielen, right? Adam Thielen could be a number one in this league.
Right.
If you go get an Adam Thielen, that takes away from double teams from Travis Kelce, Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney. The other tight end Watson. It opens up a lot of ways when you have a predominant number one receiver. But that's what the Chiefs doesn't have right now, and I think that's what Patrick Mahomes is missing.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying. We've been saying that, especially after the losses. It's like, okay, Pat doesn't have a number one option besides Kelce. And when they do get open, they're dropping it. And they're leading the league in drops. And it's kind of frustrating on the Chiefs side because this is the best defense Patrick Mahomes has had in his tenure here so far. And you don't want it to be wasted. And the way that the AFC is right now, you start the playoffs, if it started today, there's no Joe Burrow, there's no Josh Allen. This is a clear path for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to get to the Super Bowl. And you don't want it to be wasted because guys can't catch. And then the Nagy thing, that's kind of the second half deal. The Chiefs are last when it comes to scoring in the second half, only getting 6 points. Averaging 6 points in the second half. To me, that's mostly coaching, that stat right there. Because when you guys go in for a halftime, it's like they go away from what's working. It's like, hey, we're running the ball, it's good. Now let's pass 25 times. It's like, no, why are we doing that when we have a good back in
Isaiah Pacheco?
Yeah. So
I know him because he's a Rutgers native, so he's not too far from me. So
hey,
okay, yeah.
Oh, you seen it up close.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in Philadelphia, so I'm literally across the bridge. So I see him play at Rutgers. So
okay,
So I mean, Isaiah Pacheco just came in and just, that's one thing that I want our Raiders defense to be focused on when it comes to that, because I know our run defense has been are right too. Our pass defense has been good. Like I said, we're like top. I think we're number 13th in the league in defense right now, which is the highest that we've been in like the last 5 years, last 10 years on top of that. So that's gonna be a good matchup too. Our defense versus Isaiah Pacheco. That's gonna be a real good.
You don't have to worry about Isaiah Pacheco in the second half because we ain't gonna run it. All you gotta do is worry about the first half. The second half, we gonna help y'all out because we ain't gonna run it.
I mean, listen, our offense has not been clicking either, bro. If you look at our second half, like I think we could agree upon things. Even though this is right, I think we could agree upon things. These coaches get paid millions, right? And if it ain't broke, don't goddamn fix it at this point.
Exactly. I'm glad somebody said it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I say that for every team in the league, but especially for our teams, we start out really good in the first half, and then the second half is like, what the happened? Right. I don't want to curse like that, but what happened? Right. Like, my God.
Exactly.
It's so stressful for both of us. It's stressful.
It is. And I would be so happy. This is what I would love to happen today, but it's probably not going to. If Isaiah Pacheco got the ball 25 to 30 times, I would be so happy. I would come on here Tuesday. Me and Ken would come on Tuesday like, Pacheco got the ball 25, 30 times.
You say the same for Josh Jacobs.
Josh
Jacobs. At this point,
Jacob a beast.
Yeah, you're a beast.
Oh man, I'll say the same thing because the reason why we lost against Miami because he only touched the ball 14 times.
Yeah, see, he needs more than that.
So we kind of like in the same spot here as far as running backs go as getting the ball.
Yeah, exactly. So key matchup for today. Cam, what is your key matchup on today? What's the one matchup that you're going to be looking at?
I want to say our O-line and the Raiders D-line, man. I want our O-line to really improve. They're good, but it's these last couple weeks, man, something's not clicking with our O-line. So I really want to see how we line up against the Raiders, D-line. We always have battles. But I just want to see that. That's a key matchup I really want to see. And you already know McDuffie Island he's taking his talents on the road this year. I'm gonna see if he lines up against Adams, which they probably put Snead on him. But if McDuffie gets an opportunity, kind of doing what he needs to do. So I want to see those two matchups for sure.
Okay. Spotlight, your key matchup for today's game.
Our key matchup, I would love to see Josh Jacobs versus this defense. Now, we know in the last couple of games that Josh Jacobs has succeeded going against this Chiefs defense, but this Chiefs defense has been really good against the run. And Josh Jacobs is like probably top 5 in broken tackles when it comes to running backs. And he's almost at 1,000 yards rushing, not as what he was last year, but he's definitely getting back to his old self, more to come. So I would love to see that front seven versus Josh Jacobs. I would love to see, like I said, the Trent McDuffie and the Devontae Adams matchup. I would love to see that because if you're the Raiders offensive coordinator, you want to line up Devontae Adams to give him the best matchup that he has. So you want to put McDuffie on Adams, then you got to look at it from who's going to match up against Jacoby Myers. And then you got Hunter Renfrow, and then you have Michael Mayer, the second round pick that we got from Notre Dame, that's really been coming on really well too. He has been a mismatch for a lot of defenses, and the fact that we went up against a top defense and the Jets was able to move the ball on them, it's going to be very interesting to see what our defenses can do. But just like Cam said, it's mainly the Josh Jacobs versus the Chiefs defense. And what Devontae Adams and the Trent McDuffie matchup is going to be like.
Yes. To me, yes. All of those are good. Jawan Taylor against Max Crosby.
Is he playing? Is he? Because I heard he might be hurt. Is he going?
I think he is playing though. I didn't get that. all the inactives yet, but I think he is playing. I think he was on the injury chart. I think he practiced yesterday, and I think he's going to play today. Max Crosby's going to play today. I think he's not going to miss this game for nobody. I don't care if he had a broken leg.
I figured he wouldn't, but I just seen that he was hurt, so I was like, they sure they would have not played Max Crosby? Because
no. They're going if he break a leg or break an arm, he's going to play.
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah, so we'll see Max. Hopefully he doesn't. If he lines up on his normal side, then he'll be against Taylor. If they somehow switch and they have Crosby lined up on the other side, then he'll be with
Orlando Brown.
No, Smith.
Smith. And y'all have was Orlando something that y'all have that y'all got in the offseason? I don't think it's not Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown went to the Bengals.
He went to the Bengals. Right. That's my fault.
He regret that decision now though. He regret the decision now, but it's all good.
He joined the ops.
It's called money.
Yeah, it's money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
Watching the playoffs at home with all
that money.
His account.
It's all good though. We appreciate you.
But yeah, that's the matchup I'm looking forward to. Crosby against Taylor. Taylor has to win that, obviously. So that's the matchup I'm looking forward to in this game. Let's quickly go over the injury report for both teams here real quick. The Chiefs, Mecole Hardman, he is on IR. Remember,
that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt against the Eagles on Monday. So he's on IR.
We need people to catch the ball. He's one of them. So
yeah, he's one of the people that he can actually.
He has some history against us, so I mean, he definitely could run. Run after the yards after the catch. So surprisingly, he's on IR. That's crazy.
Yes, Kadarius Toney, he is out.
Him
listed as out. Ankle. So he's been ruled out for today's game. Jerick McKinnon, he is also out.
Another person that can catch the ball.
That can catch the ball.
Man.
Oh, we might have some issues today because I'm just now seeing these injuries. He injured his groin.
Yeah, he's been battling that too.
Yeah, so he will not play. He will not play today. So that is 3 key players that are going to be out today for the Kansas City Chiefs. The other guys definitely today have to step up. Sky Moore, Justin Watson, they got to catch everything today.
Why you didn't say Scanlon?
That goes without saying. I didn't have it.
He's our number one, man.
And he did a whole, I don't know if you saw this, Cam. He did a whole tweet the day after he dropped the pass talking about I'm gonna make up for it, and I've been through worse. I've been cut from my high school team as a freshman. I said, well, that's all good.
I see.
I need you
to catch the football first.
Yeah, I need you to
gotta do, man. All is forgiven. All you gotta do is catch the ball.
Just catch it.
Just catch it.
If you don't,
the ball, just catch it. Like just like she said on the blind side, you gotta run the dang ball. Throw the dang ball.
Gotta catch it, man.
Just catch it. If he doesn't, all I want from Valdez-Scantling, don't drop no more passes the rest of the season.
That's a tall task, Greg. Come on now.
Okay, don't drop no more than 3 the rest of the season. No, don't drop no more than 3, and we good. So, so that is the injuries for the Chiefs. On the Raiders side,
I got the injury report for the
Okay,
Raiders.
got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. As of right now, they saying his game status is doubtful, but I think Max Crosby is going to play. It was a knee injury, but I think he's going to play. Marcus Epps, he had limited practice on Friday. He's questionable. Colton Miller with a shoulder injury, which is one of our top offensive tackles that we have. He's questionable. Robert Spillane with an ankle. He was limited all week, but he's questionable. And Roderick Teamer with a hamstring. He was full participation all week. He's questionable. So that's all that really has. We don't have really any players out as far as injury wise. So hopefully Max Crosby's going to play, but hopefully he plays, because I mean, I like what Michael Kuzma's doing since, the whole Chandler Jones debacle went down. I like what Michael Kuzma's been doing, but we do need Max Crosby on that side. We definitely need him. He's one of our impact players.
Yes. What's his name? Spillane is good also.
Yeah, I think he was a sneaky free agent pickup that we had, but I people was like down counting him out in the beginning of the year, but once Antonio Pierce, let Patrick Graham do his defense the way he wants to do his defense and not be hindered by Josh McDaniels, you see this defense get better every week as far as corners wise. Even though I think Marcus Peters is we don't have the Marcus Peters of Baltimore or Kansas City. We have the Marcus Peters that just want to check at this point. So I mean that might be your exploit for your receivers to get open, because he do line up 8 to 10 yards back. I don't understand it. Patrick Graham, I understand he's old and he don't have the speed anymore, but yeah, the underneath routes is killing Marcus Peters at this point. So hey.
Well, Spotlight, it ain't that the separation. We can't catch it. So he can line up 5 yards, 10 yards behind. But we can't catch it.
Ain't gonna matter.
It don't matter.
Ain't gonna matter.
That's
you know
all,
what?
You're absolutely right about that. But I just know sometimes with Marcus Peters, if the Chiefs can go underneath against Marcus Peters, I'm being completely honest with you. As a Raiders fan, Marcus Peters does not tackle. He does not.
Well,
so
we know
with
that.
being said,
we know that.
So if you get the Chiefs players out in space against Marcus Peters, he's not going to tackle. So that might be a weakness in our defense on that side of the ball. But I mean, Marcus Peters is a smart player too, so I'm not going to take that away from him. But yeah,
if he gets opportunities, he don't take them for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah. Marcus Peters didn't like tackling when he was with the Chiefs either. So.
But one thing he did do though, he's smart. He'll strip the ball. He'll do things to make up for not tackling.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure will. Let us. Well, let me ask you this question real quick, Spotlight, and then we'll get to the standings. If the Raiders finish, let's say they finish the season 8-9, or maybe even 9-8, does Pierce get the head coaching job?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think he should stay the head coach. I mean, if you just look at it, like, you got Mark Davis has to learn this. He didn't learn it from Rich Bisaccia after Rich Bisaccia took us to the playoffs that one year.
Yep.
You didn't learn your lesson with that. You went out and got an outsider, a patriot at that try to bring the Patriot way to the Raiders. You don't do that. So Mark Davis needs to understand this is your second time around with an interim head coach that players want to play for. So why would you want to break that up? If players want to play for Antonio Pierce, they will run through a wall for Antonio Pierce. So if you're an owner like Mark Davis, you keep your interim GM, you keep your interim, and you build off that. You don't want to keep having different coaches coming in and out this building. So if I'm Mark Davis, I don't. If we go 8-8 or 8-9 or whatever, Antonio Pierce gives us an opportunity. If you really think about it, we're actually undefeated under Antonio Pierce in Allegiant Stadium. We have not lost here since he's been the coach. Keep him. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be like today. I mean, we'll get to the predictions. You know what I'm saying?
We got time for that. We
got time for that. But I mean, like, they just been playing better, and they playing for a coach that they want. And I think Mark Davis has to learn that sometimes if the players want to run through a wall for their head coach, you keep a coach like that.
Yes, definitely. Like they said, they didn't learn from the first time because Rich got them to the playoffs, brought in an outsider, and everything got messed up once that happened. The key to me, like great teams, and we've dynasties and all of that is you got to have the coach, you got to have the quarterback, and you got to have the general manager. All three have to know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it with the Patriots for 20 years. It was Bill, Brady, and Robert Kraft kind of just chilled in the back, and let and let Bill and all them kind of.
He's the money guy. He put it together. He's the
the money
role.
guy. Exactly. Yeah. So, but all three, it all worked, and you're seeing it now with the Chiefs, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and Brett Veach. All three working well together. With the Raiders, they kind of have to start with the coach, and Pierce. He is very good, and I think he's just going to get better once given a whole season.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like he can lead the Raiders to maybe even go to the playoffs next season if they get because I don't think Aiden O'Connell is the quarterback of the future for the Raiders, just being honest. But if they do get a guy that can, just be halfway good with the kind of defense that the Raiders do have, I feel like they can possibly be a wild card team next season.
Sure. Now, when people say Aiden O'Connell is not the guy, I think that we finally getting a season under him because of Jimmy Garoppolo.
Right.
Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Jimmy Garoppolo going into next season. Now, as far as him being a quarterback, but as much as I follow college football, I don't care for any of these quarterbacks coming out. Yeah. I like people say, "Oh, tank for Caleb." You don't even know if the Raiders are going to have a top 10 pick going into the draft after the season. You don't even know that. So most of these quarterbacks, like, they're good. Don't get me wrong. I think they're great at what they do. But I think, is any of these quarterbacks NFL ready? I don't think so. That's just my opinion. You always can prove me wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, because I was wrong about CJ Stroud. I was wrong about that.
I was too.
Ohio State quarterbacks don't succeed in the NFL. You only see Justin Fields and CJ Stroud. That's it. So I mean, as of right now. But other than that, I think we just need to give Aiden O'Connell a better offensive line. I think the weapons are there. If he could get, if we could invest our money into an offensive line, Aiden O'Connell will be fine. I mean, he's already 25 years old, so he's already one of the oldest rookies coming out.
Oh, wow.
He comes from a pro-style offense at the University of Purdue. Right. I just think he needs repetition and he needs time. And like with Josh McDaniels, he was confusing him a lot. Like, okay, we don't know if Aiden O'Connell's going to play this week, so we don't know if he's going to get the first team reps in practice. We just didn't know. Now he's getting that. The play calling and the execution got a gel now. So I'm giving Aiden O'Connell a shot until we actually go look for a quarterback. So I don't think it's really no quarterbacks that's going to be in free agency that the Raiders really going to get after.
All right, true.
Yeah, I Spotlight. I agree with that because I think the bar is kind of set so high for NFL, rookie quarterbacks. You don't come out the gate swinging and throwing 50 touchdowns, then you're not going to be good. So sometimes you got to go back to that old style of you just learning, getting your reps in, and then when it's your time, boom, you're already ready. So
right,
I appreciate that because a lot of people don't look at it like that. If you don't come out and just do great your first season, oh my God, you're a bust. So he might be you guys. He might be the guy for you guys. So
what's crazy is the problem with it is that they expect quarterbacks to be perfect.
Exactly. Yeah.
They expect quarterbacks to be perfect, and I'm not one of those ones that to be like, okay, Aiden O'Connell is a scrub. No, I don't think he's not. I just think he's having his rookie woes. Nobody said that about Troy Aikman when he went 1-12 with the Dallas Cowboys in his rookie
That
year.
was horrible. That was
And
horrible.
now he was a 3-time Super Bowl champion. So let's make it make sense. Dude, it's all about patience. And I think the NFL is losing that. They want somebody right now. Like, even though with Bryce Young, he's not playing the best right now, but it's the Carolina Panthers. What do they really have?
Yeah,
You
what
gotta
do you
build
expect?
around him.
Nothing at all. They have nothing down there. That's why when there are already people saying, "Oh, Bryce Young is a bust." I said, "It's his rookie year." Whoa.
But the only problem I had with Bryce, and we will get back to what we were talking about. But the only problem I had with Bryce is that he's just too short. He's just too damn small. He got to bulk up. He got to get some muscle. He got to, I don't know. He's just like a junior varsity high school quarterback. That's just what he looks like, body type wise.
Not varsity. He said junior varsity.
Yeah, junior varsity.
He's like 5'6", 5'9". Like
they probably list him at 5'9", but he probably like 5'.
He looks 5'5". I was gonna say he don't look 5'9".
Right, like Kyler Murray's taller than Bryce Young. Like, let's keep it real. Like,
yes, he is. Oh man, that's hilarious. Bryce Young, you got to start drinking them protein shakes, man. Let's start
getting in that weight room.
Get in that way.
Can't change the height. You can change the body a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So let's get to the AFC West standings here real quick. Kansas City Chiefs are at first, still in the driver's seat for a 8th straight AFC West championship. Which is that's just normal for us. We know that the AFC West is going to be ours once we start the season. The Broncos are surprisingly at 5-5. They play Cleveland later today.
Let's go Cleveland.
Cleveland. I'm right with you there, man. I'm rooting for the Browns today.
Right? Yeah.
You'll be both.
Hey, the Browns. They just play small ball. You know, Watson is done for the year, so they tell their quarterback don't throw to the other team.
That's his instructions.
Just don't throw to the people that don't throw to the other team. Don't throw it and hand the ball off. That's it.
It's an easy little job, man.
So, Broncos, Browns later today. The Raiders third at 5-6. Of course, they play Kansas City later today. And the Chargers, they still charging.
It's getting worse, man. It's getting worse.
You mean the Chokers?
Yeah, the Chokers. Yeah.
Oh, I love the Chargers. I love the little minimum small group of AA Neaton Charger fans. I'm just saying.
But they so talented. That's it. They have so much talent on the
They have it.
Listen, I'm not gonna put that against them, but I just love what I see from the Chargers. They media just overhype this team every year, and I just love to prove them right every time.
4-6.
No matter what the coach is,
they need to do what y'all did and clean house.
Oh yeah, they need to get rid of it.
They need to do what y'all did and clean house.
Yeah. Brandon Staley need to be up out of there. He got offended last week when they asked, "Well, you still gonna call a defense player?" Of course I am. Who else is going to do it? I said, well, you found somebody else.
Joey Bosa's done for the year. So Joey Bosa's on IR, so he's done for the year.
Yeah, that's right. He got injured against the Packers. Yes. Yes. Shout out Joey, one of the best pass rushers.
Facts.
Yeah. Hopefully he gets better and is ready for next season. But yeah, without him, Chargers about to be done. Seriously now.
Not about to be.
They are done now.
6 losses already. Stick a fork in them.
Woo!
I think. I listen. We got the fact that the Raiders got more wins than the Chargers is just. It's like Merry Christmas to me. Like, if we could get past the Broncos, then Broncos won 4 straight. I respect them for that, but we always sweep the Broncos. That's just what the Raiders do.
That is true. The Raiders do own the Denver Broncos. Yes, they do.
And the Chiefs just own us. You own everybody in the division, but you own us more than any other team in the division.
Yeah, It's been, we have not lost the Raiders since 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not keep saying that, Greg. We don't want to jinx it
today, though, man.
We don't want
to. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you keep saying that, I'm like, nah, we giving that momentum to the Raiders.
To existence, man. I just give my team more fuel, man. Listen,
y'all don't need no more fuel. Y'all good.
That's kind of what happened when we lost to Denver.
They still talk about that. It started when they beat the Chiefs. I'm like, God, that was 5 weeks ago.
5 weeks ago, they still talk about that game. But I remember we did our show that Saturday, and I kept saying, well, we haven't lost at Mile High since 2014.
It didn't age well.
Absolutely.
So, that's the last time we need to say that, Greg. Let's just chill on that.
Oh, well. We still have more Super Bowls than them in this century, so that's good. So that is the AFC West. Dennis, the Chargers play the Baltimore Ravens tonight.
Let's go Baltimore. We know what you're gonna do.
That's an L. I'm taking the Ravens on that one. That's an L.
Oh yeah,
the Chargers.
Baltimore's definitely winning that. They're winning that for sure. Let's take a look at the playoff picture as a whole in the AFC. It looks different. It's okay. Different. This will change by the end of today. So when we come back on Tuesday, all this is going to look different. But as of right now,
standings right now, the Dolphins did win on Black Friday. Ravens play tonight. Chiefs play us. Right now, the Jaguars are beating Houston 13-7.
Okay.
The Browns, where they play on Sunday Night Football against the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Texans are losing to the Jags right now, and the Steelers are losing to Cincinnati 7-3.
Woo!
So
the Bengals end up pulling that one out. That's gonna be.
It's gonna make the playoffs even more interesting.
They might have to bench Pickett in Pittsburgh, because that's just getting awful down there. They don't have. I mean, the backup to him, he's not all that better than Kenny Pickett, but I mean, they're gonna have to figure it out because they can't score at all down there. So yeah, this will all look different on Tuesday. Trust me.
Right.
This will all look different. So yes, Miami is at the 1. At 8-3, Baltimore's at the 2 at 8-3. Chiefs, if they handle their business today, they will be back at 1. So that's the simplest way to put it. Handle business today, you're back at 1.
It's gonna be a matchup today, man. I feel like it's gonna be a real good game.
I think it's gonna be a dogfight. I think I'm really confident. I think we both confident in both teams, but I think this is going to be a defensive game. I don't see a lot of points being scored today. I just don't see it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be low scoring for sure.
We low scoring anyway, so yeah, we.
It's gonna be a field goal battle in the second half.
Oh, you hear some? Hey,
yeah, there it is.
He our leading scorer.
I know Daniel Carson's like one of the best kickers in the NFL. So I mean, AJ Cole's the best putter in the league. So
that should have been the matchup, Greg. We should have did the kickers and
punters. Yeah, that's a key matchup.
Today. Yes, absolutely.
Harrison Butker is still perfect on the season. Has not missed an extra point. Has not missed a
Greg, come on, man.
I'm saying
it, man.
Everything for you, man. There's more momentum for my Raiders.
Don't give out the stats, man. Let it go, man. Nah, we good.
Hey, please don't at me in any stat or any post.
Oh no. I'm definitely adding you.
That's what I'm saying. He missed one kick. Spotlight on you.
So what you said about Buckner missed an extra point still? Yeah, I'm definitely going to add you, bro. I'm definitely
bro. Don't bring up his stats, bro. Just let it go.
He's one of the greatest seasons as a kicker in Chiefs history. So I was giving him a shout out on today.
He know he perfect.
He's doing well. There is no Love Key player of the game this week. We were all upset and sad over Monday night's loss, but we'll get back to it next week. We'll have a play of a game next week.
Offense, give us a play of the game, man.
Yes, because we've been struggling.
What's going on with Edwards-Helaire? What is going on with him?
Well, honestly, I will say this about Clyde. He's better catching the ball out of the backfield than he is running it.
He don't have the speed, man.
He doesn't have the speed, exactly. So he's better off. If they want to use him, I would prefer if they did it that way than letting him run. But
he's gonna be a trading piece for next year to get us a number one. That's all it is. Yes. A trading piece. Nothing wrong with it. I like Clyde. I like Clyde, and then Pacheco came and blew that out the water. So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He said, like this, because he's Pacheco's an undrafted free agent, correct?
He was 7th round. He was 7th round. Yeah.
Okay, so listen, those 7th round picks, they are diamonds in the rough.
But he run like it. But you can see it like he gonna start halfway through this. I said it. You can just tell. Like it is what it is.
Oh yeah. The way he was running last year, yeah. Oh yeah. We all knew what was coming. We all knew.
So did Clyde.
Yeah, he knew too. You definitely knew. All right, so let's get to our predictions. This is a two-parter. So Spotlight, I'm gonna start off with Raiders win if, and then I'll ask for your score. So Raiders win if
Josh Jacobs carried the ball 30 times.
Okay.
Time of possession is going to be really big for the Las Vegas Raiders. Got to keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. If we can keep him, even though our defense is good, but keeping him off the field in time of possession and running the football is going to be very effective for the Las Vegas Raiders. And if we could get the running game going, it opens up our wide receivers. Like we have 110 million on offense. That's how much we have. 110 million on offense. So we got to get it clicking. We got to get it going. And yes, we start off really well, but like I said, for both our teams, second half woes has really been our biggest situation. But this Raiders, this is a game that we have to upset the Chiefs. Unfortunately, we have to. So I'm gonna go low scoring. I'm gonna go 2017 Raiders beating the Kansas City Chiefs, because this is going to be, I think it's going to be a defensive touchdown some way, somehow.
It'll have to be.
It's going to have to be, because both our offenses is just not clicking at this point. Like ours is like more protection wise as far as offensive line goes. Y'all's more like the wide receivers can't catch at this moment. So it's like if we could get those two things cleaned up, it might be a higher scoring game, but I just don't see. I think both our defenses are legit. So I'm going 2017 Raiders, and Josh Jacobs got to run the ball 30 times.
Okay. Cam, the Chiefs win today if?
Of course, if we don't turn the ball over, man, we can't have no turnovers this game. If our O-line can protect Mahomes a little bit more, kind of like Spotlight was saying, we can run the ball. It don't even have to be 30. We can get 20, 25 carries of Pacheco. I think that'll really open up. If somebody can catch the ball, I think that'll open up our receivers as well. So we're kind of mirroring each other, actually.
Yeah.
But limited turnovers. We can have Pacheco at least start the game off, and he ends it with about 25 carries. No turnovers. I think we could pull it out. 23-20.
23-20. Okay.
Harrison. Harrison can't miss either. Can't miss no kicks today.
Yeah,
I know you're perfect, but don't start today.
Yeah, don't start. Yeah, don't start missing today. Because I don't want people to add me, so please don't miss nothing today.
I'm gonna add you if he misses.
We already put it out there, bro. If he missed a field goal or extra point, I'm like, didn't you just say this? Yeah, Greg, I'm definitely going to at you, brother. I am.
Oh man. But everything that Cam said, yes, no turnovers. Keep penalties at a minimum.
Oh yeah, forgot about you. Yeah, they
Keep
killing us.
penalties at a minimum, please. The holdings and all of that, let's cut all that out today.
Agreed.
So let's cut that in half. I don't mind the physical penalties as far as the corners. If Snead gets called for a hold or something, I'm good with that.
We only got one of them, and Snead the only
But
one.
you don't want that in certain situations. You want that in situations where like, okay, like what this offense is working with, but you don't want it in crucial situations.
Not a crucial.
My defense too.
Right, exactly. So I think because Snead got a couple holdings early, holding AJ Brown on Monday, but that kind of set the tone. It's like it's going to be a physical night for you.
Right. He had to be physical with AJ Brown.
Yes. So he did an awesome job holding him to one catch for only 8 yards. It was a tremendous night for Snead. So those penalties I'm good with. Holding on the offensive line, I don't like those. So we could clean those up. That would be good. Offense is all about catching the ball. I mean, it's as simple as that. Especially with the players that are going to be out today. There's no Tony. There's no Hardman. You got to step up today.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all days, you got to do it today because there's nobody else, literally.
You hear that, Scantling? You got to catch it today, buddy.
Got to catch the ball. We are on our last leg as far as depth. So
yes, you on your last leg out of here.
Yeah, he's on his last leg out. Those things happen. I think the Chiefs can win. I'll say 23-17.
Okay.
23-17.
Close games. As long as you ain't got no blowouts, I'm fine.
No.
I'm fine. Even though even God forbid, I want the Raiders to win. But if they lose, and they lose if they lose by 3 or they lose by like a touchdown, I am fine with that because the fact that we fought like the last couple of years, it has not been a dogfight. We've really been getting dominated by y'all. So I would love to see a dogfight, and I wouldn't be mad at the loss if God forbid if we did lose.
All right. The Chiefs, for those that care, the Chiefs are a 9.5-point favorite. Do with that info as you will. Do with that info as you will.
That's the bettors for you.
Yeah.
That's the bettors for you. But hey, I just don't. Nah.
When I saw that line,
I don't know.
I thought that was kind of high because it was at 10 yesterday, and then it went down to 9.5. I said, yeah, that's kind of high, but okay.
It's the potential. It's the potential because they think our offense is going to one game just click and we go back and forth. I think that's what it is.
And they think the Raiders' defense is still the same Raiders of all these years, and that is not the case. I don't know what they have not been watching the last 3 games, but okay.
Right. So 9.5-point favorite. The over/under is 43.5. So yeah, you should be able to get that one. You should be able to get the over/under.
The over/under, yeah, you can work with that, but the spread, I don't think it's going to be 9.5.
No. If it is, that means the Chiefs got like 3 turnovers, and it must.
They all got to be for touchdowns.
Yeah, they all got to be for touchdowns. Exactly. So,
man,
that had to be one of those. So let's go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors, and then we will get up out of here. First, let's start your day with love.
Yes. You guys, love is key. You already know it's catering season. We need you guys to hit up the website, loveiskeyKC.com, for all your catering needs. Please do not forget to hit us up. We are also taking it on our phone number. That is 816-556-6912. It is that season. We just got through with Thanksgiving. Christmas is coming up. You don't want your family. Everybody, I'm just being honest. Everybody doesn't feel like cooking this season. Why don't you just call Love is Key, man? You can relax, have your family, have that good old stuffing and whatever that your family needs. Love is Key got it, man. Just hit us up on our website for catering, loveiskey.com.
There it is. That's the phone number there on your screen. The food is fire.
It's fire.
Okay. It's fire. All right. They wouldn't be a sponsor if it wasn't. All right.
Let them know, Greg.
If it wasn't good, I'd be like, nah, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But no, it is. It is. The food is fire. So make sure y'all give them a call. It's catering season, it's holiday season. Just like Cam said, if you don't feel like cooking, give them a call. Love is Key can hook all that up for you.
We got you.
How far Love is Key can go? Can they come to Philadelphia?
Hey, we got talks for things in Texas that we're gonna do first. We're gonna bring our food truck down there first of 2024. So yeah, man, Philly is not out the question. We mobile.
There it is.
No more. Once y'all get here, I gotta check the food out.
It's spot like you ain't saying no but a word, brother.
Always looking for a new spot in Philadelphia, man. I'm kind of big on like the Instagram stuff and reviews and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm down for it.
I got you.
Yeah. Sounds great. That's awesome. Let's give another shout out to Food Factory KC. Food Factory KC. This is their Instagram handle right here on the screen at _Food Factory KC. Make sure to give their page a follow. Also follow their page for their daily specials. Make sure that your notifications are on for their Instagram page so you can be notified when and where they're gonna have their food truck for the weekend.
Right.
Okay. Because sometimes these social media sites, you can set your notifications, but things, weird stuff be happening, and some people don't get notified.
Right.
So make sure that you have that on your end at least. Have the notification set so that you can know when and where the food truck is going to be for that weekend. Also, like I said, their daily specials are on there as well. Remember, whether it is the food truck or going in person for pickup, it is card and Cash App only. So card, Cash App. Okay. So their food is fire also. It's fresh. None of that heat lamp, warm up stuff. They don't do none of that. Okay. So everything is fresh. So make sure y'all check out Food Factory KC. And we thank both Food Factory KC and Love is Key for being sponsors of Red Kingdom. Alrighty, so the stage is set for later on today in about an hour 45 minutes.
Yep.
It'll be the Kansas City Chiefs against the Las Vegas Raiders. I might as well get all the jinxes out so everybody can be mad. Patrick Mahomes has never lost to the Las Vegas Raiders. So there it is. So something bad happens, y'all can go ahead and message me. It's cool. It's all right.
No, I ain't messaging you. I'm adding you. This will be shown to the world. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't messaging nothing. Nope.
So it should be a great game today. Don't know who the commentators are, so I can't tell you. So it could be Jim Nance and Tony. It could be somebody else. You don't know.
You
I
said
would love
Tony
for it to be
Romo?
Jim Nance.
Tony
It
Romo.
might not be them because they might do Buffalo and Philadelphia.
Oh, that's right. They're
I'm hoping they do that.
Yeah. They're on the same time as us.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're probably there. So it'll be the second team.
There you go.
It'll be the second team. Tony Romo, he's always getting those plays right, though. I tell you,
It's just after retirement, it's crazy. He couldn't apply this when he was playing, but he knows everything now. It's wild. It's wild.
It's wild. Where was that knowledge when you were playing?
When you were playing,
You were playing.
Exactly. Spotlight, thank you so much for coming on.
Appreciate it, man.
Today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, man. Much appreciated.
Yes, sir. And,
We definitely gotta do this again when we play each other again, because it took. I'm like, when are we gonna play the Chiefs? Like we
when we gonna play them, right?
It seemed like it took longer this year. Yeah.
Yes, it took a very long time.
I'm kind of happy it's not on prime time. Get because I'm on East Coast, so 4 o'clock game. I'm fine with that. I'm tired of prime time games. I got to get up early in the morning. I can't be doing prime time games.
Right, that's right. The Chiefs do see the Raiders again on Christmas Day at Arrowhead.
That's gonna be interesting to watch.
Yes. Hopefully the weather isn't what it was last night, where it was snowing.
Yeah.
It was snowing. So
I mean, it's cold, but we ain't getting snow yet. So
yeah, we got snow. It was our first snow.
Yep. I got our first snow last night.
Okay. Say no more.
Yep. Thank God we didn't play last night here. We definitely would have been dropping everything.
Woo! It'll be interesting. Though,
there's no excuse for y'all to drop balls in Allegiant Stadium. There's no excuse.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not today. It's definitely no reason.
Okay, right. I think Valdez, he'll find a way to drop it.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote. See, you get smart. You gotta,
Right, yeah. He'll be like, "Oh, I felt the air conditioning and
all that light got in my eye."
Right. It's like, what?
Oh my God!
It paid like $5 million to just catch the ball. Like, just do it.
You've been doing it your whole life, bro. Like, it's crazy. Right. Oh well,
make no sense, man. But we will see y'all again on Tuesday. Hopefully it's a victory Tuesday. Last Tuesday was very sad.
Right after Monday, it was Monday night, so it was right after. Normally you get a day, it was right after. Like, oh man,
whew. That was a hard one. That was a hard one for sure. But we hope to be happy and a Victory Tuesday mode on Tuesday. Remember to catch us Tuesdays and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Central Time for a Red Kingdom. Spotlight, you want to shout out your Raiders podcast real quick before we sign off?
Yes, we have the Nothing But Raider podcast on Instagram at NBR Pod 1. Same thing for Twitter, NBR Pod 1, YouTube, Nothing But Raiders podcast. I'm trying to see if I can get these episodes back going on every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I know I have a second channel that I work on that I do NBA and all that stuff. Darian Hopkins Sports Show. I do all NFL content on that channel. So so hopefully when I get these podcasts back up and running, but Nothing But Raider podcast is the YouTube channel, Instagram, and on Twitter and on Facebook as well.
And on Facebook. All right. Make sure y'all check it out, especially if we get this dub. Now we get this dub today. Y'all check out Nothing But Raiders podcast on Tuesday.
I'm still gonna talk about shit, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
He said win, lose, or draw.
Win, lose, or draw.
When you're a Raider, you talk shit. That's what you do.
Yeah, you guys are very good at that.
Yeah, we are, man. We some rowdy fans, man. We are.
You guys are very good at that for sure. Y'all in Denver definitely got.
Y'all got a little better though. When y'all was in Oakland, boy, it was woo.
Oh yeah, it was definitely rowdy.
Oh, it was Halloween every Sunday in Oakland.
You know, people getting shanked with like box cutters and stuff. It was crazy.
I don't know. Listen, if anybody watch it, I don't know nothing about that.
He don't know about the black hole. He said he don't know about the black hole.
I was there, but I ain't see it.
Right. That's it.
It was dark, right?
It was dark.
It was dark, so we didn't see it.
I hear that.
Oh man.
Oh my God, they benched Mac Jones again.
Why do they still play? Let's see.
I'm sorry, I know we gotta go, but I'm sorry, I just saw it on the TV.
No.
Zappy's in now for the Patriots.
Good luck, Zappy.
We play the Patriots in a couple weeks, so we would love to play Zappy. Yes, there you go. That's gonna be a fun game for us. That's a game I'm gonna say all the jinxes in that game because I know we're gonna win that.
Hey, that might be a trap game. Don't do that.
Oh, okay.
That might be a trap game. You gotta learn from them making them predictions like that. Trap games kill NFL standards. It really does.
That was him spotlight. I've already known the Chiefs. I know the Chiefs. That's why I'm like, okay. It'll be a dog fight.
You like your hands is washed. You already know, my guy.
Dog fight in Foxborough. You keep playing.
Right. True.
All right. Might end up being some type of blizzard or something by the time we go up there. Yeah. So, but we thank everybody for watching. Taking time out of your day for the special pregame show as we preview the Chiefs and the Raiders game. For Spotlight and Cam, I am Greg. Have a great rest of your Sunday.
Enjoy the game, y'all.
Enjoy the game. Go Chiefs. And we will see y'all on Tuesday.
Facts.
Peace.
Y'all enjoy it.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court.